Hi, everybody. Today's testimony will be about how Jesus is always leaving the 99 for the one. My name is Toni, and I most certainly am the one. So, over the years, I grew up in a Christian home, very typical Christian home, and somewhere along the lines, I just became very homesick of religion. I became very homesick of my religious experience, and I really thought to myself that there has to be more to it than this. Very long story short, I felt like the church failed me in so many ways, and so I walked away from it. And I didn't just walk away from the experience of church, I walked away from God. And I remember being an agnostic atheist, very, very, I don't even know the word I'm looking for, but I was very committed to being uncommitted to God. And so for about 2 or 3 years, I lived actively an agnostic atheist life. That's a story within itself, but I just remember that I always felt like God was pursuing me. Abba was always pursuing me, and I remember him pursuing me specifically through my dad. And which is a funny story because my father and I, our relationship was strained for so many years. And in God pursuing you, he always brings healing. So your relationship with God is never just your relationship with God. It really transcends all the boundaries and barriers of life, and it just springs forth newness in every area of your life, especially those very desolate places. And so God pursued me through my dad. He pursued me through the reconciliation of that relationship. And I began to feel like, whoa, I really have a mindful father. Earthly, and even more so, I felt the delight of God's heart towards me. I felt the delight of God's heart about me, and it really shifted my perspective. What I would leave with you today is just the overwhelming truth that he always leaves the 99 to pursue the one. If you are the one, you feel like you're the one, you're afar off, and you feel like you're outside of the reach of Jesus, I want to encourage you that he's always pursuing you. Always. And if you lean into it, if you just allow yourself a moment to think about it, you'll realize that he's always been pursuing you all along, through relationships, through community, through just your heart posture, your internal tendencies towards him. Don't be afraid to lean into the pursuit of God. Don't be afraid. It is the most rewarding relationship ever. So this is a call to salvation. He is worth it. The relationship with Abba is absolutely worth it. He is the most beautiful love you could have ever experienced. And not only is he the most beautiful love, but he transcends all the relationships in your life, and it springs forth newness, and you are able to experience just beauty in relationships with people. And isn't that what we are all alive for? That connection with each other, where we feel connected to people and we feel most alive and we feel fully seen and fully loved. Well, Abba is that one. With him, you are fully seen and you're fully loved. Me, with my mental health issues and challenges, I rest assured that I am fully seen and absolutely fully loved by Abba. So my name is Toni, and this is my testimony of salvation. Will you accept Jesus today?